welcome back to my channel, Jamie Friend Colors. I'm Jamie. If you're new here, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to get to know you. Today we are doing our fourth video. Is it our fourth or our fifth? Our fifth video on backgrounds in our lovely Soulmate coloring book by Hannah Carlson. And today we're going to be using stamps and stencils. So I've got a stencil in here. See, stencils. Alright, so let's get started because my kids are actually asleep. And I just know as soon as I get halfway through this project that one of them will show up. So let's get started. Okay, I don't know where I have gotten all my stencils and stamps. I have been collecting them over the years. I don't have packaging for most of them, so I can't tell you. But what I can tell you is stencils and stamps, just buy some. You can use them in all sorts of projects, in your coloring books, in your art journal, and card making. They are an awesome tool, and you can use them with so many different mediums. You can use them with spray paint, you can use them with acrylic paint, you can use them with watercolors, you can use them with your gelatos, you can use them with your ink pads, you can use stamps and stencils with everything. So I love them. You can use any kind of stencils. Yeah, these ones happen to be sticky on one side, which is kind of fun. But other than, like, it doesn't matter. Just find some stencils that you like. I really like stencils that are universal, like dots and squares and writing that you can't tell what it says. Stuff that just looks good in the background and I can use over and over and over again, rather than stuff that's really specific. Like, I don't know, I don't use my birds and butterflies as much as and flower arrangements, as much as I use circles and dots and squares and writing and music notes and lines. Like, that's what I use the most of, and so that's what I recommend getting. Of course, if you see something cute, you like it, you think you'll use it, then, you know, it's your money, spend it how you want. But for me, that's just how I feel about it. Okay, so I'm gonna use some acrylic paint on this one, I think, because I'm in love with this color. Now, this is one of my professional heavy body colors, so it's going to be gloss, but I don't intend on coloring over it. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Just use what you have. If you have craft paint in a color you like, use it. If you have, like I said, your Pan Pastels, anything, like, you can use anything. So I'm going to, this is a thicker paint. I'm going to try to show you. Here, let me move my water glass so I don't tip it over. Ah! Okay, so here's my heavy body paint. It's heavy body, so it's keeping its form. It's not, it's very thick. So I'm just going to take some water that I have in this hairspray bottle, and I'm just going to add a little water to it. Just to water it down a little bit, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe because I'm lazy. I don't want to go find a brush or anything else. You can use a baby wipe, you can use your finger, you can use a sponge, you can use a brush, whatever you want. I told you, here comes my son. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. Hello, Carson. What are you doing? Okay, I'll come fix it. Okay, my son is back in bed. My husband also called. My goodness, I tell you, as soon as I push the record button, everybody needs me. It's like when a mom goes to the bathroom, you know? Okay, I grabbed a little craft brush. I thought that would be nice because I was up walking around anyway, so I'm going to mix this in with the water a little bit. It's such a beautiful peacock green kind of color. I just think it would be really pretty. I love this color. Love it. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, so just rub it over that stencil. And this way you can be really precise if you don't want that, you know, that middle. You don't have to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Okay. Just do the parts you want. If you're using a sponge or you're using a baby wipe or something, you might not be able to be as precise and leave as much out, but with this you can. And then peel it up. Gave us these beautiful, beautiful circles. Oh, I like them a lot. Let's put one, I think let's just put a little one up here. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I just stuck my hand in it. It's okay. Be careful. I was looking at my monitor, so don't do that. Okay, I'm going to move this over so we can see this side. Let's see. I think I'll put like the big one down here. I do like these sticky ones. I did get out of the stencil there a little bit, so I wish they were a little bit bigger because of that. I'm not too worried though. It just kind of makes it fun. Little things that happen. I just don't stress about it. Okay. So, but I like these little sticky ones because they don't move when you're doing it, but I don't sometimes. Sometimes I make mistakes. It's all good. Put be a little more careful on that edge this time. Okay. Alright, let's look at it and see. I really like that. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, I think we're going to take some of just... It came with this other stencil that has dots. I think this stencil pack came in a Smart Art box. I no longer get that subscription, but I did for a while, and I think that's where it came from, so I'm not even sure. Now, do I want to do it in that same color, or do I want to add another color? I kind of want to add a different color. Okay, let's see. Peacock. Let's see. What should we do? Planning on putting this on the other page. Should I put it on this one too? It's really pretty. Okay, so this is iridescent gold. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of it. This is kind of a favorite of mine because it's just, it's shiny and impactful, but also kind of subtle. Especially when added really lightly. I don't know, I just really like it. Look how fun that is. I think it's just so fun. Gives a little bit of character. I like it a lot. Okay, I think I'm gonna go this way up here. Maybe like go that. And then this way over here. Come on, just a little bit of water. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, I love it. That's so nice. Okay, we'll let that dry and we'll go on to our next page as soon as this is dry and we can shut the book. So you can use your hair dryer to dry it. Heat gun isn't great on acrylics, but I think in a coloring book for something this small it wouldn't be a big deal to use a heat gun. But just get it dry. And then, so, because if we turn the page now, something might transfer. So I gotta let it dry and then we'll do the next thing. Alright, benefit of using acrylics is that they do dry very quickly. So that is a huge benefit. Okay, on this one, I'm gonna use like this honeycomb stencil. I don't wash my stencils all that often. I don't know, I'm lazy, so. Oh dear. All right. So let's use this. I'm thinking of using that same gold. This is what the page I was going to use it on. And then I have this metallic silver from Delta Cream Coat. It's just a craft paint. So I thought maybe adding a little of that too. So let's put some of that on first. I think it'll be our darker color. Try to put it where you can see it a little bit. Alright, we'll add just a little bit of water. It's not as thick as our heavy body, so my goodness, I'm having issues with my spray bottle, but this spray bottle hasn't given me any issues. That's one reason I like it. Okay, there we go. Alright. Brush is still a little dirty. Maybe we could use this sponge. Okay, so just grab some paint. We'll use this sponge to kind of dab it on. This stencil doesn't doesn't stick, so I do have to hold it in place while I'm working. That used up most of it. The sponge is going to soak in your paint, so you are going to end up using a little bit more than if you use a brush or a baby wipe. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to decide which tool you want to use. But a sponge is going to soak it up. Okay, I'm gonna do some up here. Oop. You're bound to get paint on your hands. It washes off. No big deal. Okay. I'm going to keep using this same stencil, but I'm going to add some of the gold. Go ahead and use the same sponge. The sponge is giving me a little bit of texture in the paint, which I am liking. And I did get a little bit darker on this page with the gold than I did on the last page. I think I'm just going to leave it there. And then maybe I will put some over here. Let's see. Just subtle. Okay, so that gives us our stenciled pages. I think that is just fun. Gives us a little bit of texture and color. I really like it. So we'll let this page dry and then we'll use stamps on our third page tonight. While that dries a little bit, let me tell you a little bit about stencils, why I don't I'm not the best at washing mine. If you're using watercolors or anything that's water soluble, you'll want to wash your stencils afterwards, because when they dry, they can get reactivated, and then the next color you put through could activate the color that's left on your stencil, and then you're not getting a pure color, or you might not get the color that you're expecting on your page. If you're using acrylic paints, they are not water soluble, they are permanent. And so once they're dry on the stencil, it's not going to reactivate, so you can layer on as many acrylic paints on a stencil as can be, and they're not going to mess with your next color as long as they're dry. And so that's why I'm not so careful with mine, because I do use mostly acrylic paints with them, or pan pastels, which just wipe off, you know, dry, wipe off. So, but if you are using like Delusions or gelatos or anything that's water soluble, watercolor markers, anything of that nature through your stencil, then you do want to wash them afterwards. But if you're using acrylic paints, you don't need to. Actually, they kind of almost become more sturdy as you use the acrylic paints. They aren't as flimsy. So yeah, anyways, that's why I don't wash mine, because I use them with acrylic paints. But if I was using water soluble stuff, I'd want to wash that off. So alright, acrylics dry really fast, so I'm just testing. That one's still a little wet. Okay, let me grow quick. Alrighty, then our last page, this cute little candy girl and her squirrel. Okay, put these up here so I know I'm done with these. Okay, so I have these two stamps. I did buy these stamps recently, so I will link them down below. I just got them off Amazon. So yeah, but they're really cute. So we're gonna use a Memento fade resistant dye ink in Angel Pink. These are water based, but fast drying, so that's nice. So I'm going to use that on this swirly one. Just going to stamp it onto my stamp, breathe some life into it, and then we're going to stamp it. Press and leave it there for a second, and then lift it. Oh, I think that's fun. Stamp it again. Breathe some life into it. And stamp it. So cute. Love it. I like that they kind of match the swirlies on the suckers there. That's 4. I always think odd numbers look better, so I'm going to stamp one more of these. I might do it like on an edge or something. Let's see. What about up here? There we go. Okay. Then I'll just wipe it off with my baby wipe here. And we'll turn it over to the other side. I was going to tell you about these stamps. It came as like oh well, anyways, if you buy these stamps, know that I did, this one came as like a bigger stamp with different designs, and I actually cut it apart. So just know that, like, if you're like, what, why is this so, it's different. It's not different, I cut it apart because I don't like all of it put together. I want to be able to decide more freely. Okay, so this time I'm going to move my book because I want to show you, but I don't want to get my book wet. Okay, so I'm going to take my stamp that's off I put on my acrylic block. I'm going to take a gelato. This gelato is in Aqua Dolce. And I'm going to color on the stamp. Just put some color on there. It's a very light color, so you can't see it. Then I'm going to take my water bottle and I'm going to spray. Oh my goodness, this spray bottle, I've never had a problem with it. There we go. It might be getting low or something. Spray my stamp, just one little spritz. And then I'm going to go ahead and press it onto my paper. Leave it there for a second. Lift it. It's very subtle, but can you see that? I really like how subtle and light it is. Okay, so you can color on it with the gelato in whatever color you want. This makes your gelatos more versatile too, because you know, spritz it with some water and stamp it. See that? Very subtle background, but I really like it. We might go in with another color on this too. So color of the gelato, spritz, and stamp. Didn't see that one. Sorry about that. Okay, let me grab another color of gelato. So you can maybe something just a little titch darker. I don't know what I did with my lid. I will find it in a minute. Okay. You can also do this with your Neo colors. If you have Neo colors, you can use it the same way. I believe. I've never tried this. Yeah, scribble with your crayon. Your Neo color too. They have to be the water soluble ones. Spritz it. And then let's add some more dots. Yeah. So you can have a lot of fun. Use those tools in different ways. So much fun. So Neo color on it. It's with water. Stamp it on there. How fun is that? Okay. Here's another gelato. This one is in guava. So we will color on there. Give it a spritz. Press it on there. Little gelato, little spritz. Not too much water. You don't want it to be running when you squish it down. There. It's just fun. I think this page is just fun. Just some fun. Okay, and then when you're done with your stamp, just wipe it off with your baby wipe. And then let it dry. And you're good to go for next time. I love it. So nice. Easy peasy. Love it. This is cute. I might even take, I love to layer. There's like this writing one I really like. I would just use like black though. Let's see. Yeah. It's like making your coloring book into your art journal. I just like it. Just kind Look how fun that is. Oh, I love it. Just kind of squish it around. Put a little squish. Oh yeah, I really like that. I'm turning my stencil in every direction. It's a writing one, just fun. Just fun. Oh, I love it. You can do so much. Okay. So that is tonight, our stencils and stamps. Like I said, I don't know where I got all my stencils and stamps. I can't link them for you. And just use the supplies you have. If you have acrylic paints, use acrylic paints. If you have gelatos, use gelatos. If you have ink, use ink. Just watercolors, use watercolors. Use whatever you have and just get it out and play with it, because we can use it in so many different ways, and that's what I love about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and our next backgrounds, I think it's our last one. Yeah, we only have one more background to do, so yay! And I'm excited for it. So come back for that, and come back for our coloring. We're coloring this book and I am so enjoying it. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, that you have time to relax, to color, to just unwind and appreciate life. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!